Hello, friends. The river flows evenly today, calm but curious, as if it remembers a time when power wore two very different faces. On one bank stood the kings, robed, crowned, and anointed with sacred mantras. On the other stood the republics, men of equal voice, gathering in sabhas and councils, speaking not in commands, but in consensus. This is the story of an age when royalty and republics ruled side by side. Let's begin with the monarchs. In the great Mahajanapadas like Magadha, Kosala, and Avanti, kings were more than warriors. They were dharmic symbols, protectors of order. Rituals like the Rajasuya crowned their legitimacy, and vast bureaucracies supported their thrones. Ministers advised them, priests legitimized them, and armies followed their banners. But kingship wasn't simple. The king was seen as the Rajan, not an absolute dictator. His power was real, but it had to align with dharma. If he broke the cosmic order, he didn't just fail politically, he failed spiritually. Now cross the river of politics, and you'll find a different shore entirely, the Ganasanghas. These were republics, yes, ancient Indian republics, places like Vaji, Mala, Sakyas, and Cambodia. Here, power wasn't inherited, it was shared. Gana meant a group, Sangha meant an assembly, and in these states, elders, warriors, or nobles came together to discuss policies, make decisions, and choose leaders, sometimes called rajas, but more like presidents than kings. In places like Vaji, governance was collective. Multiple clans came together, and their decisions were made in large assemblies, or sabhas, where debate was valued more than decree. Imagine that, an ancient India where democracy, or something close to it, was being practiced alongside monarchies. Even the Buddha himself was born into a Ganasangha, the Shakyas, where decisions weren't handed down from thrones but reached by vote and discussion. These republics were not perfect. Power often rested with an elite warrior class. But their model showed a remarkable diversity in Vedic political thought. India was not a land moving only toward kings and crowns. It was also exploring dialogue, equality, and shared rule. This dual structure, monarchies on one side, republics on the other, created a vibrant political experiment. Sometimes they cooperated, sometimes they clashed. Monarchs eyed republics with suspicion. Republics mocked the arrogance of kings. But together, they enriched the subcontinent's legacy. Interestingly, both systems shared something else in common, a deep respect for knowledge. Whether in the court of a king or the council of a republic, the wise were honored. And from this reverence grew something even more powerful than thrones or assemblies, the Gurukulas. Next time, we'll walk into the sacred spaces where wisdom was passed from teacher to student, not through scrolls or exams, but through dialogue, memory, and silence. Coming up, Gurukulas and the Wisdom Keepers, the ancient education system. Because before one could rule, one had to understand.